today's video, we're going to talk about how to find that spark of an idea for your screenplay. Hi, my fellow screenwriting enthusiasts. It's Paul from Small Town Movie Critic. If you're new to the channel, we're all about helping you write that kick-ass screenplay by giving you tips, tools, inspiration, and of course, product reviews. If you feel like this is the type of content that would be good for helping with your screenwriting endeavors, please feel free to hit the subscribe button below. As we do each and every week, I'd like to welcome all of our new subscribers. And the ones that we have for this week are RelateCasts, Amir7, and Dijon Streak. I wish you luck in your future writing and filmmaking endeavors. And also today I'd like to announce the winners of the 100 subscriber video. Congrats to Reza and Nikki. I'll flash your names up there for winning the contest. Now, since I didn't get a lot of people to enter, I decided to reward you both. So go over to my channel and look for my email. Send me an email and I'll get you hooked up with your prizes, or you can simply put your email up on the 100 subscriber video and I will contact you, whatever works best for you. Now today we're going to begin a video series that Reza suggested, so over the next couple weeks, and I'll intersperse this with other content as too, so we'll keep talking about product reviews and other things like that. I still have to put up Ben Johnson Jr.'s other part of his interview as well too, and I have an interview with Jeff, the creator of Fast Screenplay, and we're going to talk about that here in just a second. But right now we're going to do Reza's idea, which is taking a screenplay from idea to first draft. So today we're going to be looking at the beginning, which is figuring out what is a good idea, or maybe if you don't have a lot of ideas, what is a good idea to begin with. And as I mentioned earlier, I'd like to shout out to fastscreenplay.com, as this is a course where I learned a lot of my information that I'll be presenting to you today. It's a great course, expensive and long, but worth every penny in my opinion. The link for that will be in the description below. Now, I know you all are probably rubbing your hands together wanting to start listing off all those wonderful ideas in your head, or you might be looking at the blank page right now, sweating bullets. Now, before we start listing ideas, I'm going to have us start with an exercise that'll help us find that great idea for us to write about. So I want you to write down why. Why do you want to write the screenplay? Or maybe why write to begin with? Now, for me, it's a way for me to prove myself. When I was back in junior high, I had an art teacher tell me that my drawing sucked and that I had no business being creative. Now, unfortunately, that stuck with me for a long time, and I wasn't able to draw, to write, or do anything creative at all. I let him dictate what I could and couldn't do. Now, screenwriting has changed that for me. For the first time in 20 years, I've been able to tell this teacher who's been in my mind, I tell him no, that I wasn't going to let him control over who I was and what I was capable of doing. This was really freeing for me and really helped me to see my world differently. So what about you today? Why this story? Why write? What is your passion about writing? Now, the important thing here is not what exactly your motivation is, but how strong it is. And the strength in your motivation is important because it's going to help you when the writing gets difficult, because from my experience, it will. It's going to be that motivation that you have is going to be that engine that's going to help you get over each of those humps that you have in the screenwriting process. So now you know what your motivation is for writing. Now, what are you motivated to write? So let's start a brainstorming session. And this is just one approach. Now, I will have links for the other videos. I've talked about different ways of also coming up with ideas too, and those links are up in the corner there. So when you take a sheet of paper or a Word document, open it up, and I want you to write out 10 to 20 ideas. And these can be scenes, characters, dialogue, themes, anything you want. Don't judge them, just write them down. And don't worry if it takes you a long time. Just write. Now, the first thing I want you to do after you're done with this is to congratulate yourself. This is a big first step. Many screenwriters never get past just having an idea, and they don't even write them down. The second thing I want you to do is to start looking at each of these different ideas and start looking for similarities, especially when it comes to theme. Are these ideas about good versus evil? Maybe it's a rescue versus a chase story, sort of like the Bourne Identity. If you think of good and evil again, maybe it's Star Wars. Maybe an adventure or quest movie like Lord of the Rings, a revenge movie, or an ascension movie, to name several different types of themes. And these aren't the end-all be-all for themes. There's a lot of other themes as well too, and you can look those up just doing a Google search. Now, this is important. These themes are important. It's important to find those similarities because it's going to show you what is in your wheelhouse right now. What motivates your writing? Again, this is important because writing a screenplay is hard work. So to help facilitate in finishing it into a rough draft, you need to write something you are passionate about. So that's the end of the lesson for today. So this should get you a idea or a set of ideas or a theme to start working on so you can start collecting your ideas. Now, I shared my passion for my writing in this video. So what is your passion for writing? What trends did you notice about what you were excited to write about? Put those answers in the comment section below. Now, before we end the video, I just wanted to give you a little update on my writing right now. I'm still hoping to be releasing an audio drama in the next couple weeks based on Dagon by H.P. Lovecraft. Now, the reason why I include this in this particular channel, writing for audio dramas are very similar to writing for movies. As for the progress we've made, we have the music completed, and I'm happy to share a small segment of it here with you, so you'll be able to listen to it here for just a couple minutes so you can sort of see the mood of the audio drama. We're making good progress, and I'm really excited to bring this to you. Now, my hope for you this week is that your writing goes well or your rewriting goes well. I hope you're able to carve out time so you can work on that next kick-ass screenplay, because only you can make the next blockbuster that will help other people fall in love with storytelling like we do. So until the next video, keep writing and have a blessed day.